Cool. Hola, kia orana, talo falava, malo ni, malo e lelei. Welcome everyone to podcast number 3 for 2025. It's the Karakan Multicultural MyFNS team with our Cultural Currents podcast. As you can see, it's probably a different venue from our last pod, but we're very, very lucky and very blessed to have some pretty important people in terms of our community for our young people, which they'll share. But I'll hand it over to you both. Bit of an introduction if we want to start on the far end there.
Yeah, I'm Rachel. I am the Business Development Manager for Yourtown Social Enterprise.
And my name's Rob Gately. I'm a social enterprise trainer with Yourtown and have been for 3 years now.
Yeah. And we'll sort of get into it a bit about your role, because it's really important, because you're, with the young people of the program, enterprise program.
Yeah, absolutely.
But let's talk, Rachel, about a bit about Yourtown, and then, if you can, about the enterprise program.
Yeah, so Yourtown is probably best known for its prize homes. People put in for the tickets and try and win these dream homes, but they have a lot more to offer as well. So we also are the leading hotline for young people with mental health concerns, which is Kids Helpline.
Yep.
And then as part of Yourtown, we also have children and family services, transition to work services, and a few other programs. But we're from the social enterprise program, which is really about training and employment for young people across a few different areas. So we do grounds maintenance, construction, digital marketing, events management. We're mainly across southeast Queensland and Bundaberg. We've also got a social enterprise in Penrith.
Oh, wow. Okay. So I forgot to bring in, which is really important, and it's always the foundation of our podcast and the land that we come on. We just sort of jump right into it and start conversating. But I want to acknowledge the people of this land where we get to walk on and break bread and talk about not only a program, but some other bits and pieces, more notably Queensland, pending when this sort of rolls out with the state of origin. But just want to acknowledge Turrbal and Jagera people and this land that we meet on here today. So we're very fortunate. And they pulled out the sun today, especially after the wind. Sorry, Rachel, I just wanted to jump in and acknowledge that. But so Yourtown, I'm hearing Yourtown has a number of amazing services, and predominantly southeast of Queensland. You've just recently, I'm sort of moving on towards your program. You've just recently acquired or opened up a service in further Queensland. Is that correct? The Bundaberg or no?
Yeah, we're up in Bundaberg now. We've been there, I'd say, about 12 months.
Yeah, almost a year. Yeah.
Wow. So really expanding. So, before we start getting into that part, can you talk to us a bit about what is the enterprise program and the referral pathways, the age cohort, however order you like. But if you can talk to us about the enterprise program.
Yeah, so I guess it all starts with who we employ. So we employ young people 16 to 24 that are long-term unemployed, often not ever had their first job or and can quite often not have finished school either. They often come through from employment services. And so Yourtown does have an employment service. It could also be from disability employment services. But they're people that have been identified as those that really need a job and need some support.
Okay.
And so, the enterprise program itself is a training program. So every young person comes on and they do full-time employment with us in whichever industry that they choose. They do a certificate. They need to have a blue card and a national criminal history check to come on board. But then with that, we can not only give them the training experience, they work with amazing trainers that have industry experience, But we also have a team of wraparound support, which includes youth workers and employment coaches to actually help with any barriers that young people might have, but also help them move on to further employment. That's one area that we differ in compared to a normal employment, is that most young people are employed between 5 months to a year with us, but we help you move on.
Yeah.
Because we want to see young people thrive and move into the careers of their choosing.
Yeah. So I'm a young person. Say I'm a young person and I've left school. I'm not sure what I need to do. I'm not sure whether I want to study or not. But I need to get a job. I need some money. I'm walking through the front door of Yourtown to get some support. And they've geared me towards the enterprise program. So I'll see initially someone first before we get to the warehouse part.
Yeah.
And it's everything that you mentioned there around eligibility, Rachel. And how quick is that process? If you're between 16 and 24, what's the next steps?
Yeah, so you'll often have actually walked through to our employment services area first, and they may have identified that you are ready for further work, and they'll help you find work elsewhere. They also have a talk to you about lots of other things. For instance, do you have issues with transport? Do you have all of your correct paperwork? And potentially even if you need any psychologist support, we have all of those different things within our employment services, the transition to work. If they then come through to the social enterprise department, it does depend on when we have different programs starting. So we often have roughly 2 intakes per program. Per year. But we have programs all over Southeast Queensland, so the start dates do scatter depending on where you're starting.
Okay, so the initial sign up to access the enterprise, the initial sign up is through the youth employment service there at Yourtown, and then once you've been identified for further employment pathway, then you'll get that referral through to the enterprise program, the administration team, and then once from there, eligibility, everything checks out, the checks that you mentioned earlier, and then you get enrolled into one of the courses there.
That's right.
Is that correct?
But one thing to mention is you don't have to be with Yourtown Employment Services to be eligible to join. So yeah, that's one. If you're with a different employment provider, then you can still apply. And then it's just the same as any other job. You have to go for an interview. You have to put your best foot forward. You have to bring your resume, and it's the first start in your employment journey, just like it's any other job. Every young person in the area, everyone that wants to apply, all has a chance to apply. So it doesn't matter whether you're solo, whether you have an employment provider, or the main thing is that if you don't and you think that you do want access to some of those services, you can walk into a Yourtown transition to work, and they will work with you depending on what you need.
Wow, that's huge. You heard that, people, especially our young people and our viewers. Some really key nuggets there, because a lot of us don't understand what's out there. Well, the awareness is one thing, but getting a greater understanding around how to access these services and these programs, especially the enterprise program, knowing that, you can be from another organisation or what Rachel mentioned, you can still access their program. What's the next step in terms of we're selecting a course or based off my skill set as a young person, and how does that transition work from sitting down with that person, identified this is what they want to do, and then link into to Rob. We're going to get into you soon, Rob. So we'll just do the journey here through administration. Yeah.
So if you've had your interview and you're successful in your interview, then you'll be offered a place onto one of the programs. And then, you will go through an induction process. You'll be inducted into making sure that you know the way that we work, our expectations and things like that. You'll get inducted into all of the tools with the team.
Now, Rob, you're one of the amazing tutors or trainers there in the enterprise program. Talk to us a bit about what you do.
Okay.
And then we'll sort of go from there, yeah?
Yeah, so I'm part of the ground maintenance. I'm one of the grounds maintenance trainers. There's a fair few of us out there that do it. We all have like different sections. So for myself, for example, we take care of basically just property maintenance. So we go in, we look at a property, and we just want to make it look a lot better than when we came there.
Yeah.
So it's what we do is it's a lot of like lawn mowing, whippersnipping, weed control. We do mulching and just general like garden bed cleanups, blowing down, just making the property look lovely. And we've worked with Brisbane City Council, we've done Redland City Council, Logan City Council, as well as majority of our work actually comes from social housing.
Okay.
So we do a lot of social housing work all over from, again, like Logan. We work up in Redcliffe at times. We've worked out Ipswich as far out as Esk and Gatton, Laidley.
Yeah.
But for myself, I've been predominantly doing the Logan area for the past 3 years. So what will happen is I'll work with a team from about 2 to 4 young people.
Yep.
And the idea is to just pass on my knowledge and skills to them to set them up for future employment.
Talking about the skills and knowledge as we're going through the session, so some of the key things, because we're looking at pathways to employment,
of
right?
Course.
What are some of the key skills that you're sort of looking and mentoring on as students?
I'd say the very first thing is safety. Yourtown, that is one thing I've always loved about Yourtown is every Monday morning there's a toolbox talk.
Nice.
We're having discussions, and it's safety, safety, safety. We want you to go home just the way you came to work, and being aware of safety, because as they go into future employment, again, they're just going to drill you on safety. So that would be the first and most important part, I would say, of all of that. So once that's a safety component, then it was just be tool training. Learning how to use just little hand tools up to the bigger tools, as in like mowers, whippersnippers, even the ride-on lawn mowers. But what I also love about Yourtown too is getting the young people into that routine of, all right, Monday to Friday, 7 to 3, it's bringing in routine.
Yeah.
Routine, and showing them just how it is when they move on to future employment, and it's really setting up that, okay, I wake up at this time, I got to get to my job, and it's setting those expectations for those that will take into their future employment. One thing I'd like to mention as well is I love seeing the young people interact with each other, because some of them, maybe they might not have had as many friends in school or whatnot, and then now they're coming to work. Hey, we're all doing the same job, and watching them all interact together is just, that's the big rewarding part of it.
Man, amazing energy that's coming across here. I've got to ask you this. What's your why? When you turn up to work, when you wake up in the morning and put on your PPE gear, getting ready for work, what's your why? Because you could do anything that you want, but you're there supporting, training young people.
It really is. The thing I love is at the end of by the time they're done with me, I know that they've learnt a skill that will carry with them for the rest of their life. Like, yes, it's just pushing lawnmowers and doing garden maintenance with what I do, but that is a skill they will have for the rest of their life. Even if they don't want to pursue that long term, they will always have that to fall back on. And that's what I love. Like, just knowing that by the time they're done with myself, they've got they do have a set of skills.
Lovely work, Rob.
Yeah.
Rachel, what's your why? Working with young people, you're the business manager for all the catchments that you cover. What's your why in this role?
I don't have children myself, but I want to contribute to a better society moving forward.
Yeah.
Like, I want to leave this world knowing that I've helped people. And so, that's definitely my way.
That's Yourtown? These two need an extra couple of zeros on their salary. Thank you both. There's so much there. Our communities, our people, all our young people under the yes, we're a multicultural service. Our program first and foremost, but all our young people are from different cultures, and part of what we do is bringing the awareness of these amazing services that you guys offer. This enterprise program, even I didn't know half of the things that these guys just mentioned, and just imagine what our young people and their families.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, you can access this. This is all right. The eligibility. This is the age cohort, and trainers like Rob. To look after my child or young person or the care for the young person. So, yeah, thank you both for coming on. I know we've got a special after this, having a bit of a chat with some of the young people here that access the Enterprise program. But Rachel, Rob, thank you very much.
No, not a problem. Thank you.
And, looking forward to connecting with the Logan Navigator, which is Ponga. And appreciate you both and your why as to, coming into our communities and doing the work that you do and the purpose that as to why you do it. So appreciate you both and thank you, Yourtown.
It's our pleasure.
Thank you.
Cool. Awesome. We had Rachel and Rob on earlier to share about Yourtown and the Enterprise program. But this is the podcast here. I want to say who we wanted to have on and to share your voices because our community needs to hear the voices of our young people, and we're really blessed and fortunate to have two amazing people here to share a little bit about themselves. Not too much, just a little bit. So if you want to introduce yourselves, start on my left over here.
I'm Byron, 22. I got a son, he's 2.
Yeah.
He's now turned 2.
Yeah.
I got a daughter on the way. She's due next month on the 30th.
Jeez.
Yeah.
We better get some of that Karakan there, mate.
Yeah.
And on the far end there.
My name's Cherish. I'm 21. I moved over here on my own. Most of my family are from New Zealand. I'm from New Zealand.
Yeah. Okay. Aotearoa. Oh, cool. So guys, let's talk about firstly, while we're here on Turrbal Yagara country, this amazing setup here, Yourtown.
Yeah.
What are you both doing here? What are you doing here, Bus?
I'm doing construction.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
You reckon you can teach me a bit of construction? All my construction comes off YouTube.
Sure.
You reckon you could help me out a bit later on?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. So how's that course going for you?
Good, bro.
Yeah.
Good for the head.
Yeah.
Something to do every day. Keeps you out of trouble too,
Yeah. Absolutely.
So, yeah, good, bro.
Oh, that's the one.
Yeah.
Cherishing yourself, what course are you doing?
I'm doing conservation, so landscaping.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's really good. It keeps you on your feet.
Yeah.
And it is something that I wanted to do. Because, keep me moving, so I'm not sitting around all day. Like maintaining the plants and everything. That's why it looks nice because of us now.
Yeah.
It was actually really kind of overgrown, and they made it look real nice around here. As you can see, it's really.
Whereabouts are you guys doing your construction work? It's just.
At the moment we're in E block.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Fences and concreting and all that kind of stuff. Later on, we'll be building a retainer wall and doing other little things around the area and stuff. So we're just basically fixing anything that needs to be fixed. Yeah. Or made or built.
Awesome.
Yeah. And it's good, bro. It's a good learning experience too.
Yeah. So. I'm getting that energy. You're really enjoying yourself.
Yeah. I'm learning a lot, bro. So.
Yeah. And yourself too, Cherish. Sorry to sort of cut you off earlier. You were talking about conservation and what drew you into conservation and?
Honestly, it's something that I didn't think that I would do.
It
was way out of my league.
Yeah.
I'm more of a youth work kind of person.
Yeah.
Yeah, but giving it a go and just seeing that it's in the outside, nature and maintaining the plants and everything, it's actually quite fun. And you learn stuff too, the different weeds, plants, and trees. Yeah.
Wow. So good. And yourself too, around construction. So you guys move, once you finish this job and then you go into another site?
Move on to the next, yeah.
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 That's so how did you hear about the Enterprise program in Yourtown and what got you connected?
So my cousin used to do this.
Oh, yeah.
He used to do the landscaping now.
Yeah.
And then I just randomly applied for something through my job provider and ended up being the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I decided to do construction.
Yeah.
Because I like lifting, doing something, push myself.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. So.
Thing with your hands too, man. I like construction, but I don't know how to use a ruler or measure. I just go by the arm.
Yeah.
Like every Pacific Islander, when they measure stuff, they go, "Oh, yeah, it's about that long."
Yeah, well, bro. As I said, Matt, he's really good, bro. There's a few boys here that haven't touched a hammer or nail before, and Matt's taught them.
And Matt, who's Matt?
My trainer.
Oh, one of your trainers? Oh, yeah, okay. So you've got, because you mentioned, Matt, you've got a lot of really, I wouldn't say brilliant, but really great trainers, mentors that you guys have here at the Enterprise Program. Because we met Rob, we all met Rob earlier, and you mentioned Matt.
Yeah.
So he's the trainer for which? Construction?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. And Rob's trainer for?
Yeah, for
Cosmos?
yeah.
And how did you hear about the Enterprise in Yourtown? Thanks for that, mate.
I had a employment service as well.
Yeah.
So it's through ETC. And they would send like text messages about like certain things. Like if you want to come into the office or if they have like job offers.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was one of them and I went for it.
Oh, so good.
Yeah.
It's good that you mentioned that. You mentioned another provider. And I asked Rachel, because it was something I didn't know, and I'm sure a lot of our community, our people didn't know, that you could be with another provider and access still the Yourtown Enterprise Program. And that's how you came about, connected to this program, eh? So let's sort of look ahead in about 5 years' time. Do you guys see yourselves doing this type of work? Because you're right into it. I can hear your passion.
Yeah, I mean, I really want to own my own business, bro. Or just work for myself, even.
Yeah.
So it'd be good to have this on my resume too, you see?
Yeah.
So I'll be able to start up something, think of something, bro. I don't know. Yeah, I'd love to work for myself.
You got that hustle. I can hear it in your voice, and you're here. You know, that's the start.
Yeah, bro.
When you turn up to the training sessions and turn up to this, you actually put your foot through the door. So, yeah, no, that's awesome. What about yourself, Cherish?
I just find like not as a job, like as home stuff.
Yeah.
I'm more looking on like psychology side of things.
Okay. Yeah.
But I do want to continue this like as a personal hobby.
Yeah. It's a great thing, eh? And what a place to learn it. I mean, thanks for sharing, guys, about the Enterprise Program and your why as to the reason why you're here and looking to grow and learn, learn new things and experience new things, which is awesome. Part of our program too is, we're really passionate at Karakan around mental health and well-being, and how that's viewed culturally is different, right? In terms of our cultures, how we even word that mental health. It's looked and worded differently in all our cultures through Pacifica, Maori and probably First Nations. How do we approach that? So if you can give a bit of your viewpoint on what mental health and well-being is for you.
Mental health and well-being. Well, my culture's kind of, in a way, it's kind of broken, bro. Like, it's kind of sad, but you get some black fellas that come out to you, ask you, where you from, who you related to. A lot of people don't know, bro. Like, they just don't, because they don't have that elder around anymore.
Yeah.
To tell them. Like, I'm 22. I get told something from my auntie or something. I'm from Rocky and Palm Island. But I gotta go up north and find someone that's like close to my nan that's passed away. I haven't met her. And like find out that way. But it's like broken, bro. It's like, only just probably like the past 3-4 years of my life. I'm 22. I just started to learn like words, like Aboriginal words and stuff like that.
Nice.
And I want to learn as much as I can so I can pass it down to my kids.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a mission of mine to find out as much as I can. Like it's a definite.
Yeah.
I'm from here. This is who you're related to. I want to learn how to play the didgeridoo.
Yeah.
And how to make and stuff. Pass that stuff down, bro. It's just important.
Yeah.
It's very important, bro.
Identity, culture. Yeah, absolutely.
And like that plays in the mental too, because when a black fella asks you where you're from and you have no idea, it kind of makes you feel a certain way as well. Yeah. It's like, damn. Yeah. But, yeah. Yeah.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So what? But just on that part, yeah, thanks for sharing. So the big part around, our young people, you touched on it around identity, and their connection to culture.
Yeah.
Um,
So I'm a real proud Aboriginal man.
yeah,
And I just want to know, yeah. Me myself, I don't really know 100%.
yeah. But you're starting those steps,
Yeah.
you said that's a mission.
Yeah.
Man, and I just seen your face light up because that's what you're doing.
Chin up, chest out, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that, man. Thank you for sharing. And that's a journey, right?
Yeah, brother.
Now that we've met you, be looking forward to catching up in a later date and sort of checking in. But yeah, thank you for sharing with that. Yeah. And mental health and well-being for you, what does that mean to you?
For me,
Cherish?
similar to like what Byron was saying, especially for culture. So like Samoan and Māori, like personally what I've seen, like what I've examined is they have like this limited mindset. Like you can do things, but to an extent.
Oh, okay.
There's like always a standard that stops, but it's you're stopping yourself because you think you can't do it. Like personally for me, I was into that cultural mindset, but Christianity is what brought me out to overcome those barriers, because you can do all things, but through Christ. And I'm like heavy on faith, so yeah, 100%. That's what's made me come out with of my shell more, because I used to struggle a lot being around people. I couldn't do this.
Well, can't even tell, but yeah, carry on. Yeah,
I struggled talking to people. I had anxiety. I was like diagnosing myself, taking like prescriptions and pills and that. But I didn't need it. I just needed freedom with God. Christianity was the way for me. Like that's my mental health, like deeply.
Wow. And these both are pretty powerful. And, this is our second take because I was getting a bit emotional the first one, and now you're turning me into that, but I might have to take it to a third take. But yeah, thank you for sharing about that, guys, and what mental health and well-being means and looks like for you both. Because it sounds like, and it feels like, it's a continuous journey for you both in terms of what your well-being is in connection to your mental health. And, yeah, love that, guys. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks.
Oh, look, you.
Yeah, it's kind of cool,
Well, you guys, we appreciate it. That what our community needs and what the world needs is more of our young people speaking up. And, you're both leaders in your own right and paving the way, especially for Yourtown, and just showing all the young people that connect that, Rachel spoke earlier about, the focus is on the individual, but a collective approach. So that person-centered. So they, it's that care factor about you, and it's individually, but also about the journey of where you both are going in terms of where you want to be in life. But yeah, you both are amazing. Thank you for sharing. And yeah, leaders, all right. Jeez. You might have to hold the mics and swap those and you guys interview us. But looking forward to hearing about, where you guys move to, but thank you for sitting down with us.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
what time's lunch? And do you provide lunch?
Yeah, we should buy our lunch.
We have to buy, Rach, you need to fix that. We have to buy our own lunch. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Thank you, everyone. That's us. Cool.